Alrighty, welcome back to episode. Oh, I clicked something. 9.
So, is it 9?
I think it's 9.
Okay, it's been a minute. We've been gone.
It's been about a week and a half.
Yeah,
almost 2 weeks.
It feels like forever.
Yeah. Well, welcome back to episode 9 of these guys touching each other sexually.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully everyone's been good. We've been pretty busy. But yeah, no. So we're excited to be back. And
I'm not excited. I hate it here.
It's
How
kind of
excited
warm.
are you, Eric? How excited are you
Kind of excited. I was looking forward to this day.
to this day because of the podcast?
Yeah. At first, I was like nervous doing this, but then I grew to
Doing the podcast?
yeah.
Oh.
I was nervous.
Why were you nervous?
I don't know. I'm just scared I was gonna mess up. But I'm still scared I'm gonna mess
What
up.
do you
but
mean? This isn't
like,
this isn't a job.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like
interview.
not
This
like
is-
that, but like I just mean I don't know. I don't know what I mean. I was just
This
nervous.
guy's weird, honestly.
I was nervous to have to talk for like an hour.
Bro, you talk to me. This guy talks at work for 8 hours. He can't talk for
No,
one more hour
that
after
is a
work.
lie. All day today.
Yippity
I'm just working, and then all I hear
yippity.
is just random ass noises.
So he's talking all the time, and now he's going insane.
No, you're just
Schizophrenic
making
ass.
random ass noises, and I have to look at you or tell you to be quiet.
Whatever.
I'm actually grinding out here.
Stop the cat. Anyway, where have we been? We went on a trip. That's why we've been gone. Which I know before we had said that we were going to create a video.
Yeah,
That's probably not going to happen because we didn't get enough footage. So it would only be shorter than a trailer. It'd be like a teaser to the trailer. It'd be like
it just wouldn't be worth putting out.
it'd be like a minute and a half. We just didn't get enough time to record.
Yeah, I think we went to the other falls. We could have
Yeah.
had something a little bit more, but
So like we said, the original plan was to go and record along the way as we hike.
Mhm.
But one, we were kind of on a time constraint because we were
Yeah.
trying to visit different places.
yeah.
And so we were just kind of going with it, stopping here and there, which we did stop a couple times, but it was
For the
only,
most part, we're kind of just trying to get through it.
right. Not really rushing, but just keeping a steady pace.
Yeah.
So we didn't really get time. And then we didn't go to one of the locations, Mount Hood.
One of the scheduled stops.
Yeah, one of the scheduled stops we didn't get to go to, so that wiped out half of it. But it's okay. It's okay. We're here now, playing catch up, and it was a fun trip.
Mhm.
I had a good time. I wish we had gone to Mount Hood,
Yeah.
but other than that,
Mm.
it was good. Although, if you've never been to Portland, don't have to go to the city. There's
Just skip
not-
Portland. Go to the nature stuff.
Yeah,
You can go around
if
Portland.
you're not into like nature, hiking, and whatever's not your thing, you're just not against it. You don't even have to go to Portland. There's nothing. I don't know. I could be very harsh.
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible. It
If you're
wasn't
going-
like terrible. It was good that I went once. But if I'm recommending it to someone, I wouldn't recommend going downtown. The
Yeah.
only things I'd recommend is what we did. So
Yeah.
the bookstore, whatever it was called,
The Powell's bookstore.
Powell's bookstore. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And that was like independently owned, new, used books.
It's like the largest in the nation, I want to say. Something. Like
I don't even know. Someone could fact check that, but that was fun. And the other thing we did was, we didn't even get to go to that thrift shop, but apparently that was a cool thrift.
Which one?
The one that Brianna wanted to go to.
Oh, the Buffalo one?
Buffalo. I was gonna say the Bulls.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that until like right before we were supposed to like leave
Yeah.
to. Where were we going to go?
We thought we were going to the gardens.
Oh, the Pittock.
Oh, Pittock Mansion. Pittock Mansion was all right.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I think my favorite, if it was a city thing, was the Japanese tea gardens.
Mhm.
That was so zen. It was like
Yeah,
so
it's
calming.
peaceful.
It was super peaceful. So definitely recommend that one. I do recommend that one.
Mm. Silver Falls was really cool.
Silver Falls on the nature side. Silver Falls was great.
It just kind of kicked her ass at the end.
It was alright. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. Everyone was all wiped out.
It was. No, it wasn't. As soon as we finished all the things, it took me like 10 seconds to recover.
Yeah.
It was fine. And then we didn't go to Mount Hood, which I wish we did, but
Yeah, I wish
next
so too.
time.
But I was down, but Sam, Brianna, and Steph, they started saying they didn't want to. And then
Steph wanted to, but
she was saying no at the restaurant.
well, she was saying no because she didn't want to make everyone feel bad.
Uh-huh.
So I was gonna be. I was
she was
willing to.
saying no.
I was willing to be the bad guy and take it, but I was saying yes.
Well, she was saying no. Everyone's saying no. I was down at the restaurant up until we got back to the Airbnb. And then I sat down. I'm like, oh, like all the food settled. It was like a 30-minute drive
Something.
from the cafe back to the Airbnb.
Yeah.
That
something.
drive and then sitting down, like everything settled, and then I got kind of tired. I was still kind of down, but at that point, I was kind of indifferent. Like if we went, cool. If we didn't, like
Yeah.
I didn't.
Which
care.
instead that day we sat down and watched High School Musical 1, High School Musical 2, and is that the night that we saw Top Gun?
Yeah, at night. Yeah,
So we went to Oregon and spent a day watching Netflix movies.
it wasn't a day.
Not-
It was like half a day.
It was like half a day.
It was.
But anyway, that was still okay. And we barbecued that night. I think it was that night.
It was the same day. Yeah.
Good stuff though. I still had a good time. But like I said, if you go to Portland, you can just not go to the city.
Yeah, and there's no nightlife there either. Everywhere closes like
Oh
at
yeah,
9
we
or
went
10.
we went to a bar because Eric wanted to go to a bar, which was fine. We went to a bar after we had our dinner. It was Saturday night.
Yeah,
Saturday
it was a
night.
Saturday night.
Went to a bar. It closed at 10. We got there at 9:15.
Yeah,
Had one round of drinks,
and that was it basically.
and then we called it a night. Left at like 9:40.
Yeah, that was crazy.
9:45, and then you talked to him. Actually, Eric's the one that
Mm-hmm.
talked to him, and they said that during COVID,
Like COVID really hit the area kind of like hard,
right.
and because of that, like they were mandated to close early, and so the businesses just kind of got like used to it, and they just kind of never recovered from that. And then same thing with downtown. That's why downtown is the way it kind of is, like homelessness and all that. People just lost their jobs, businesses closed down. It just like COVID really hit them hard
Yeah.
over there, and they still haven't been able to bounce back. Which I mean, it's only been like a year or two since like things have been
Right.
lifted.
But I've
nationwide,
been
I would
okay
say.
since then. I went to in December. I went to Seattle.
Mhm.
Complete opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't really go out too much. Oh, we did go to a bar actually. Yeah, me and Steph
Mm-hmm.
on our first night. We left like at 12:31, and just not even nightlife, but just like the city itself was much more lively than Portland.
Mhm.
Because I don't know. Besides like the homelessness issue, you know, that is obviously an issue or whatever you want to call it. There was just not much to do. I felt like in Portland,
Mhm.
we did what we could.
Yeah, there wasn't too much.
There wasn't just really a
The
lot
food
of
was
like
pretty mid too. I would
activity.
say.
Yeah, there wasn't like a restaurant that
That's,
was
like,
like
stood out
like this
and-
is the place. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you're downtown, go here.
Yeah.
There's like if you're downtown, there's a couple things.
Yeah, if you're downtown, get out of there.
Right? There was nothing crazy about it.
Yeah. I'd
But
say
it was-
San
it was
Antonio
cool.
downtown is better than.
Yeah, legit. Obviously,
I would say that. I
those
don't know.
watching were from San Antonio, and you're all our friends, so you probably know. But
Yeah.
San Antonio downtown is much better than
I would say,
Portland. Facts.
Yeah.
That's facts. The nightlife is better, food is better,
Mm-hmm.
much more going on. You can at least hang out downtown, go to
Yeah.
the Riverwalk. Even if you're not doing anything, you could sit there,
Over there, I wouldn't.
look at the Alamo, or even though the Alamo's under construction, probably still more fun. Portland, probably not.
Nah.
Probably not much to
No,
do.
you definitely go to Oregon for the nature
You've
stuff.
got to.
Yeah.
Got to. But anyway, it was good stuff. It was a good time. I'm glad we went. I had a great time. And now, next, I want to go to Utah. That's my next outdoor.
I want to go to Wyoming or Montana.
Ooh, Wyoming's a good one. See, I want to go to those, but those I want to go to. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm sure there is, but not to hike, just to like admire, like get a cabin
Mhm.
and just
sit there.
sit there and relax.
And
In terms of
plot.
hiking, I just want to go Utah.
I just want to sit there and plot how to keep my thousands of acres,
Oh yeah.
and then do illegal stuff and run.
And anyone
the
who gets in the
town.
way, take him to the train station.
Yep. I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to think of stuff.
He was trying to come up with it as he goes. and
Yeah,
just
it
wasn't
didn't work out,
I
no.
was trying to help him there because I was trying to give him a little alley oop or something.
I was talking about Yellowstone for those that didn't catch any of that.
For those who noticed, I got a new cup. This is a great cup. I just wanted to bring that up again because I dropped it when I got home today. So I
Oh,
got this
for
on
real?
Sunday. It's Tuesday. I got this on Sunday and I dropped it when I was getting out of my car
Uh huh.
when I got home from work. So like at 4:15. and it was on the side of my backpack.
Uh-huh.
But my backpack was next to me, so I got my backpack, kind of like half put it on, and I was getting out of the car, and I guess when I leaned, it fell out of the hole, and it was fine. Honestly, it chipped like maybe like little like here and there. You can barely see it.
Yeah.
But on the top, it kind of scuffed it right on this.
That's okay. It gives a character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It gives a character.
It gives a character.
It's
I wouldn't worry
good.
about it.
Sponsored by Owala, so use 15% off. Definitely random at checkout, and you'll get a nice cup.
Good luck with all of that.
Yeah, don't do all that.
Let me know if it works.
Yeah, definitely not gonna work. But this is a cool color. I like.
This is a nice bottle.
Oh look, it's killing nature. Plastic, single-use plastic. Look right here. This is reusable. Tap water. Look. Good. This is great colors too. Forest green, which I've been really into lately, and this, I don't know what color blue this is, but I really like it.
This is just the same thing.
But this saves Mother Earth.
Nah, I normally use. Well, you've seen the one I use, the
I haven't seen
black
you use
one.
it.
You're lying. It's a Arctic one. This I just had it in my backpack, so I just pulled it
He's
out.
capping. He kills Mother Earth. But anyway,
It's okay. We're all gonna die anyways.
yeah, we're all gonna die. It's for my kids to deal with. So whatever, fine. If we even make it that long. Anyway, Eric wanted to come out with a banger today. So Eric, give us a banger. What do you want to talk about?
Well,
I have one thing I want to talk about.
Yeah,
and
you said you had a story.
It's not
of a
super crimey because you had thought it maybe true crimey, right?
true crime, because we're trying to
This-
think of something that maybe we can just talk about since we've been gone for a minute and come back with something interesting. And
I thought this one was interesting. It's not super
Yeah.
crazy, but it's kind of interesting.
Go for it.
You can go for it though.
You
can
go for it.
first. I can go first if you want me to.
I do want you to go first.
Okay.
And
So,
I'm gonna say because I know he's gonna bring it up.
I'm not. No. Look, here's what's
It's
gonna
because-
happen. No. Here, look.
I've been busy.
So basically,
and,
a
like,
morgue worker.
We just decided this
guy.
today. Like literally, it's 5:58 right now.
Mm-hmm.
We decided to do this probably like 3 hours ago. So I've been working. I haven't had time to.
This guy doesn't
look
work.
for anything.
Stop the
You're
cap.
lying.
This guy does not work.
This guy the whole day. I don't want to do this.
That's 100%, bro. I did not want to work today. I've been slacking. I told you, I've been slacking Friday, Monday. Yesterday, didn't do anything, bro. I mean, I did some, but I could have done more. Today, I did a good amount, but there was a lot of confusion in my work. I don't even want to talk about work. Here's what I want to talk about. Anyway, sorry. I saw this on TikTok, so I did research, deeper research into it. I want to know how many times we've said TikTok since we started this podcast.
They might as well sponsor us.
We might as well be. You know how many times I've said it? Like
Probably a lot. I mean,
a lot.
probably just shy of 100 in the.
I would say, yeah, I was gonna say borderline triple digit. Anyway, whatever. I read about this morgue worker. Let me just read you this headline, and then you can tell me. You can tell me where you think it goes.
Okay.
It's pretty straightforward, but just
Okay.
tell me what you think the backstory is on this, right? So, morgue worker arrested after giving birth to a dead man's baby.
Wait, what? A morgue's.
A morgue worker, so
Okay.
this person worked at the morgue, arrested
Okay.
after giving birth to a dead man's baby.
Did she like beat his meat while he was dead?
Look,
What?
bro.
How do you? Or was
So-
she already pregnant and he died and she just happened to be a morgue worker?
So, but she was arrested.
I know what's the crime, but she had to have been like assaulting
so her
that dude's
name,
body.
I have it pulled up here, but I'm gonna do a quick summary of it. Her name was Jennifer Burrows. Jennifer Burrows. This took place in Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay.
26-year-old. So this lady worked at a morgue, obviously, right?
Okay.
And this was in 2019. And she had been doing it for a couple years. I think it said somewhere in here. Couple years, I think. So she would have sex with the dead bodies. Here's my question, though. Before we dive deeper,
Okay.
here's my question. How do they get hard, you know?
I feel like I read somewhere that you still could like.
But how?
I don't know.
Like, how did she? Can you inject? Can you give them like? Is there a obviously there's Viagra, right? There's so many questions. Obviously there's like Viagra. Can you give someone Viagra
while they're
dead? And does it have the same?
Well, no, because it needs to go to the blood system and all that. So like if they're dead, their heart's not beating. Because that's all an erection is. It's just blood flow.
Right. Yeah, there's no bones. That's what I'm saying. There's
what if she gets like a suction thing?
Oh, and like pumps it?
Yeah. The penis pumps.
The penis pumps. Yeah, the penis pumps. Could you? Is that how that works?
I'm looking up.
But then how does it stay that way? Does she just keep pumping it?
Keep pumping it.
Pump it power.
It's because she's got that gorilla grip. She don't need a pump.
Brother.
I don't know why. I do know why I said that.
But
I don't take it back.
I'm assuming...
What?
Huh?
I said I don't take it back.
Oh, I don't take it back. I'm assuming it's hard. You don't think it's like flaccid or anything, do you?
So this is just quick Google search.
Right.
First thing that popped up.
Right.
It's called postmortem. What? Priapism. Postpartum priapism.
Postpartum?
Postmortem. Excuse me.
Partum's like
no,
birth.
That's birth. Yeah, my bad. Postmortem priapism. It's also called angel lust or death erection. Some dead bodies.
Angel lust or death erection.
So some dead bodies can actually have an erection, although rare and usually caused by swift and violent manners of death. Priapisms do occur. So I guess maybe that means immediately after death, but if the body's already
if they're
in the
already
morgue,
at the morgue.
Yeah. Let me see.
It doesn't say in here. I'm sure it could, if I did more research, I could find out how. Would they even say that? That's kind of...
Is it true that a dead man can have sex and father children? Okay, hold on. Go on to your thing before I start reading all this.
Anyway, that's suspicious. I don't know, man.
A man can die and within 24 hours his sperms can get retrieved and stored so that he can father children even after death. Let's see.
So it says the dude who died was... Is this right? The dude who died was 57. And he died in a car accident.
Oh, maybe it was just rock hard as soon as he crashed.
Right?
Because, it says right here that it happened spontaneously without sexual arousal in those killed violently by hanging, gunshot, or committed suicide or anything like that, where it's just super unexpected.
Right.
So, I mean, it's possible.
I just have so many questions. Like...
I'd be kind of embarrassed if I got in an accident and I stayed bricked up the entire time. Can you imagine how awkward that would be?
You're hanging there.
Like the coroner and the doctors are trying to give me the time of death.
And the thing is just
there
looking at you.
In the background. I'd be so awkward. I'd be so embarrassed.
You wouldn't be. You'd be dead.
I'd be embarrassed.
In heaven.
I'd be looking up and be like, oh, God.
Oh, God, please put it down. So the dude was 57, died in a car crash. And I guess she went to work, right?
Uh-huh.
And I guess I have so many questions, like how, obviously. We can't figure that out. How, though? To why? I'm not... she kind of looks like a crackhead, right? But, I'm sure she fixes herself up. She's not a horrible looking woman,
And we'll post this on the screen.
Yeah, we'll post a picture of her.
Okay, I mean...
This is on the news. You can also look it up. Jennifer Burrows.
8 to 10 hours of sleep. Kind of washes up a little bit.
It looks like she just had a late night.
Yeah.
Is what she looks like in this picture. What I'm saying with that is, why did you have to... Did she have to, or did she want to? Is that like a kink? That's a kink, necrophilia?
I'm sure it's a kink, yeah.
Okay, so anyway.
She's got that riz. She's got that...
With dead bodies. So, It says
Post-mortem
she
is.
sexually abused. I guess that's still
Yeah, I mean, you're
post-death.
Yeah,
Still a thing.
still abuse.
More than 60 dead bodies
Uh-huh.
in a span of a couple years. So I guess it's not every. I guess it had to be violent deaths, and right after, maybe that's why the number's so low. In 2 years, you know, you're working in a morgue in a city, I'm sure you see dead bodies daily.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Excuse me, sorry. Ages from 17 to 71. Hey, bro. No judgment, bro. She don't care how old you are, bro. And then, so she gave birth in, was it January? Yeah, January 7th. So my question then is, how did they get from, or who was like, who pieced it together that we should DNA test her? Because she got DNA tested. She gave birth, got DNA tested. Turns out it was dead dude's baby from...
Yeah, like who found that out? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who pieced it together?
It's because after the morgue, they were sending him to the funeral. And when they were putting a suit on him, they just smelled something. They're like,
Smells...
This
It smells a little fishy here.
something fishy's going on.
Something fishy's going on here. I just don't get it. Like, how do... It doesn't say. I read...
Maybe someone kind of walked in on her and then like they just blew the whistle on her.
So then they were like, maybe if you've been doing this and you're pregnant, correlation.
Maybe.
Okay, so then it also says, which is kind of wild. I didn't know this. I wonder if that's been updated. So there are no laws, state or federal, that outlaw necrophilia.
Like anywhere?
Or state law in Missouri and federal law federally, so everywhere. Now, there could be a state law in Texas. I don't know if there is.
So then why should she get arrested if it wasn't?
Because indecent treatment of a corpse, disorderly conduct, indecent exposure, and possession of illegal drugs. I don't know if the drugs are tied to the necrophilia.
Maybe.
Or
I'm sure you have to be on something.
They just fucking found her at home and then she just so happened to have weed or something. Don't know if that's correlated.
I'm sure you have to be on something to...
158 charges.
Jesus.
So that's 60 bodies, right? So you think...
Oh, so all of those multiplied by...
Well, decent treatment of a corpse, so for sure 60. And then disorderly conduct, each of them again, 60, so 120 maybe? And then indecent exposure, maybe that indecent exposure was...
Only to some of them or something?
Or maybe that's when they caught her.
They just...
Like somebody caught her, like what you were saying, and that's why they maybe got to the...
Probably.
That's what I'm thinking. And then drugs, I'm not too sure where that plays in. And so they talk to like psychologists, and they just think that she's like kind of like
crazy,
loco. Not
But is it crazy when you're in love?
That's facts. Romeo and Juliet. I'm saying.
That's so stupid.
So they think I don't know what. Actually, this was a couple years ago, so I'm sure there's a new or what she officially, if she's in jail or not, but it says that she was going to plead insanity. I don't know if she did, but I think that's wild that a lady had sex with 60 dead dudes.
I'm surprised she didn't catch anything, because I could have sworn this story's like a couple years old.
It
but
is, yeah.
No, like the one that I'm about to say.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised she didn't catch anything, because I've heard this story and I feel like I've seen it, like I read it in a news article somewhere. But this lady was having sex with a dude who worked in a morgue, and she ended up getting some like pimply stuff, like getting some type of rash on her chest and different, like her genital area and all that, you know.
Okay.
She was just getting rashes all over, and she went to the doctors, and like she just wanted to find out why, because it had been getting bad. It went from bad to worse in like a week or two that she'd been sleeping with a guy.
Right.
And at first she thought like maybe it was like an STD or something.
Right.
And then she went to the doctor. Doctor saw it, they got like a sample of it. They tested it, and he just came back and he's like, "Hold on, I need you to stay here." Tests are running behind. The next time the doctor came back, he came back with police officers, and she was like, "Well, you know what's going on, whatever." So like, yeah, so like the reason why these officers are here, they need to ask you some questions because those rashes that you have, you only get them
From
by
dead bodies.
having sex with dead bodies. So like, who have you been like? Have you been having sex with her? Who have you been? And she like immediately threw the guy under the bus. Obviously, so no, I've been sleeping with
I
this
would
one
too.
guy.
I'd be like, hey, bro, I'm sleeping with a morgue guy.
Yeah, and well, like I don't know if she knew he worked at the morgue, or whatever. But obviously, she gave the name. Cops went to go interview this guy, and found out he worked at a morgue, and he had been having sex with dead bodies for I don't know how long, and he ended up getting this disease thing. It wasn't affecting him, I guess, but like his sperm, you know,
Was affected.
it was affected, and like well, I guess he was finishing on her in certain areas, whatever, and she ended up getting rashes all over, and it was treatable, thankfully, and I think she had like some topical cream and some oral medication, and like it went away, but yeah, so I'm surprised she didn't catch anything. And again, I don't know if this story I just said, I don't know if it's true or not. I feel like I read it in a news article. I don't know if it's like one of those things that are just like a myth or something,
Right.
but yeah, regardless, I would think you get something because
I,
you're the body's starting to decompose, you know. So like, I'm sure there's some sort of bacteria.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. And you bringing that up with the guy made me think of something. And I'm not too sure what the fuck is going on. If it's true, but I have no idea what I'm doing. And
What?
I haven't done research on this.
Oh.
I have no idea what I'm doing actually. I'm just spazzing out over here. That Marilyn Monroe, I feel like I heard this somewhere. After she died, her body like went missing for a couple hours. And well, it's believed
The person
that there was some foul play because it was at the time Marilyn Monroe, which was like this very at the time attractive model.
Yeah, she was.
Whatever.
Everyone wanted her.
She was. Yes. That's what I read somewhere, and I was trying to quickly fact check it before my iPad started spazzing out on me.
You want me to look it up?
Yeah, you can if you want to. It's whatever. It wasn't really part of what I was trying to say, but you know, I fuck with it. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm fucking doing, honestly. So anyway, that's it. That's all I was trying to say. But don't know if that's true or not. Don't know if.
So it's saying that her body was abandoned for hours. It was left alone in the mortuary for more than 24 hours. Some rumors claimed her body went missing, but there's no evidence to support these claims. So it's just believed, but there's no evidence. I don't know. That's just the one thing. I don't know. Maybe if I look deeper,
You'll find something.
yeah,
It's cool. It's whatever. I just quickly
that'd
remembered
be
that.
crazy. That's so weird though.
Like
I don't know. Like, how do you get that? Like mentally, like.
Yeah.
They're dead. They're not moving. There's like...
Yeah, I don't get how you either want it that bad or you're just so attracted to that person that you would do it.
Even after death. Like.
Yeah, post-death. That's the part I don't get. You can't be that down bad.
I don't know. Maybe
You know?
they were pretty down bad. I don't know. They saw an opportunity and they just took it.
That's
That's
wrong.
nasty.
That's just wrong.
What's that noise?
Water.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. Don't know what the fuck that's all about, but that's weird. I just quickly remember that. And yeah, that's what we had.
Yeah.
I don't know. That lady was weird. And I would never be that down bad for a dead I do know. I do know. I do. Me do. You maybe don't know.
Hey. Hear me out.
Hear me out, bro.
No, that's
If
like...
it's still warm.
Hey, chill. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Kidding, just kidding.
No, I'm gonna fake my death around you. See what happens. I'll let him hear this. Prank him, John.
Prank him, John.
Nah, so I have one that I just kind of quickly found right before the start of this recording. Still kind of like looking at the details.
Mm-hmm.
But so I mean I'm just gonna dive in with it, I guess, and yeah, just bear with me.
Okay, let's see what Eric has come to offer to the table.
Okay, so this happened in 2021. So this is about 2 years old. Yeah, May 7th. That was the last time this article was updated. So yeah, just a little over 2 years ago.
So May 2021.
So
Okay.
This happened in Colorado, where a man by the name of Miguel Lamboy.
Miguel Lamboy.
I don't know if it's Lamboy or Lamboy, but he went to the Colorado police and he went to go report that there was a dead body in his house. And when the officers went, they weren't expecting what they saw. So they saw.
Dun dun dun.
It was
dun, dun, dun.
They discovered a mummified corpse wrapped in Christmas lights with glitter around the woman's empty eye sockets.
Pause. So she was wrapped in.
So she was mummified. It was just her mummified corpse.
Right.
She was wrapped in Christmas lights.
Right.
And she had glitter around her empty eye sockets. So like her eyes were taken out. So I'm thinking she was like this, wrapped up, mummified. And to mummify someone, you have to take out their innards.
Take out their organs.
You have to embalm them.
Yeah.
And like there's a whole process to it.
Right.
So yeah, so that's what the cops found. And the body of this woman, her name was, what was her name? Hold on 1 second, guys. Again, I mean, I'm just going with this. I found this right before.
This guy's a bum, bro, for real.
So her name was Leah Carlson.
Leah Carlson.
She was the leader of a cult by the name of Love as One.
There it is.
And
That
she
had to be a catch, and you just gave it to me.
Yeah.
It's a catch, yep.
That's why I don't want to start off with that. I wanted to start off with what they had found. But her other name was Mother of God, which is like her nickname or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason Miguel found this, and he had just reported it, and this had already been like I don't know how long or how much time had passed.
Right.
But
it already became a story.
Yeah, but Miguel had reported it because he was out of town. And the other cult people, there was...
So he was part of the cult.
Yeah, he was part of the cult, but he was gone for some time. And when he came back home, he found that body, freaked out, and then he went to go report it. But nobody else thought that this was a crime or that it was wrong. Because there was 7 other adults and 2 children at home, at his house. What?
So they didn't think it was a crime?
No. Just because of their, like, beliefs, I guess.
Oh, you're saying the people didn't think it was
The people.
I thought you meant the cops.
No.
I was like, so because there was people there,
the
it's
state
not a
believes
crime?
this is very much a crime.
Okay.
It's just the people that did it to her. Okay, yeah, you looked confused.
I was like, what the fucking state is this? It's got to be Florida. It's got to be Florida.
The members of the cult of Love as One did not see this as a crime. They didn't see it as any wrongdoing. They thought they were doing something right. And yeah, so it was 7 adults and 2 children. They were there. They were involved in that whole mummifying of her.
And why did they?
So the cult believed, let's see, their whole thing had to do with so they didn't think they did anything wrong because it was their leader's ascension, which the ascension
into the afterlife?
Yeah, pretty much going up, rising to like a more like higher position. Mm-hmm. So to them, like she was rising up to like, I guess to God level.
Right.
So that's why they didn't think they were doing anything wrong. Yeah, it's pretty weird. I mean, that's basically. I mean, it was a quick story that I had seen.
I don't know if it says there, but did she want this? Like, was she like, yes, you need to kill me so I can ascend into this higher being, or was it like, fuck it, you need to ascend, bitch, boom, dead?
Here, let me see. I'd seen
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. Because it would be weird if they just killed her, and I assume it was pretty much like a sacrifice type of thing.
Yeah.
Where she told them, like, you know, we need to do this.
Sacrifice me. Or maybe they thought, we need to sacrifice you.
So as of right, I guess, I don't know, maybe I need to dig a little bit deeper. But at this point, May 7th, 2021, the last time that this article was updated, the investigation was ongoing. But it was likely that all 7 people were going to be charged. Obviously, I don't know why it's likely they are going to be charged.
Right.
But they still didn't know, like, the specifics. Other than one of her followers posted on Facebook saying that Amy left her body at 12:22, and she's happy now. That's what they had posted on Facebook.
So they like openly admitted.
Yeah. So like I said, I mean, they didn't see any wrongdoing. So apparently Amy was not in good health and she was slowly getting worse. So I'm pretty sure they did this kind of as a sacrifice so that way she can kind of go into God mode.
You're
for
right.
her to,
When into God mode, she was Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
because
making sure.
allegedly she had cancer and her health was just getting worse and
It's
worse.
like declining.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, that was a quick little story. This happened in Colorado. It was pretty crazy. And she abandoned her family to start that cult. She had 2 kids.
You know what's a cult? Anyway, continue.
Do I know what a cult is?
No, never mind. No,
Yeah, I know what a cult is.
not a cult, but like I was gonna say, do you know what a cult is? Like, I'm gonna name a thing that's a cult.
What do you mean? What?
So I said, do you know what's a cult, right?
A cult, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't literally asking you what a cult was. I was gonna follow that up with something, but I paused so I can let you finish talking.
No. I know what a cult is.
No, I know, motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm not literally asking you what a cult is. Here's how the conversation... Stop.
Wait, I'm confused.
Yes, stop talking. Here's how the conversation was going to go. I stopped because I was letting you continue.
Okay.
So, pause, rewind, right? Reset.
Okay.
This was what I was going to do. You know what a cult is? A&M.
Oh.
That's how that was going to go.
Okay.
But before I said A&M, I said, pause, let him finish talking. I wasn't asking you for the definition.
I was so confused. Yeah, A&M is a cult.
That is weird, though. Where was that taking place?
Colorado.
I liked Colorado.
Yeah, she abandoned her family to teach spiritual, intuitive ascension sessions. But yeah, love is one.
Oh, shit.
What?
This is wild. I didn't even know this. Sorry, I was reading about something.
Very good. What happened?
So I was also getting some more details. This is on the fly. We're doing this on the fly right now. But it's also something I remembered reading about. And the story goes is this couple, Stephen and Alyssa, right? Parents gave birth to a girl named Katie, right? They put her up for like adoption or something like that. And I don't know like the full timeline or whatever, but at some point they put her up for adoption, right? She went to go live with other people. And then when she turned 18, so their daughter, right? Biological parents, Katie is their daughter. When Katie turned 18, she found who her parents were and like confronted them. Like, hey, I'm your daughter. And they were like, cool, yay, right? So she decided to move in with them. And from that point, Katie, which is the daughter, the biological daughter, and Stephen, which is her biological father, started having a relationship. Like, you know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
With a biological father?
Yeah, so biological daughter and biological father started having a relationship.
And they knew they were...
They knew.
Right? Okay,
yes,
okay.
Yes,
making
yes,
sure that's...
You're making sure all the pieces are put together.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
Okay, yeah. So they knew, right? So then the biological mom was like, hey...
What are you doing? Where's the invite?
Can I watch? I'll sit in the corner and eat pizza. she was like, "Hey, what's going on? Like, what the fuck?"
Mm-hmm.
And then the
They're just
dad,
bonding.
the dad was like, "Dude, mind your business," right? So then there was a whole spiel on that because then the wife, the biological mom, found out like these guys are like fucking, and that's like my daughter and that's my husband,
Yeah.
who's the father of my daughter. So then they like divorce, right? The parents, and now Steven, the dad, and Katie like move in together. Yes, dude. Yes. So
How
then
would the mom want to move in if she knows that's going on? Like,
I don't know, man. Look, whatever. So then,
this happened in the U.S. I'm sorry to cut you off.
yeah,
but-
this happened in the U.S.
Okay, I'm gonna guess the state. Did you already say the state?
Let's see.
No, don't tell me. But have you
I
said
haven't
it already?
said it. Let me see.
Okay,
where
I want to try to guess the state.
Okay, you can guess.
Okay, no, but
I
guess,
see where I see. Wow, I didn't see that part.
let me get all the facts and then I'll guess the state.
Okay, so then, let me read this right here real quick. Okay, gotcha. So they met somewhere, and then remember they moved out.
Mm-hmm.
They got, which I now see, they got married. The dad and his daughter
Uh-huh.
got married, and they lied because obviously that's illegal.
Yeah.
I think in every state, incest. I don't even know.
No, not every
Not in
state.
Alabama, but they got
every
married.
state.
But I guess where they got married, which I won't say because you want to guess that. So there's 2 states now. You got to guess 2 where they met, where they reunited. Let's say,
Okay, reunited.
and then where they got married. That's 2 different states. You can get those. I don't think you're gonna get them. You're actually not gonna get them. I'll put money that you don't get them.
Are they northern
Are you
states?
looking it up?
No, I'm not
Oh,
looking.
you
I swear.
promised.
No, I
Okay,
said
okay,
promise.
okay.
I'm
So-
looking more at the Amy Carlson stuff.
Okay, so then they got married at the state, right? But they lied on their documents saying they weren't related because I guess in this state it's illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then later. Wow, I didn't know this. The wedding, I guess they lied to people because there's no way these people are that crazy. The wedding, Steven's mom, which is the adopted dad, the biological dad, Steven, and his now wife, daughter, Katie, right?
Okay.
The wedding was attended by Steven's mom, Katie's grandma, and Katie's adoptive parents. But I'm assuming they didn't know. I'm assuming they didn't know. There's no way you can know that they were related.
But how do you not know that, like her adoptive parents,
Uh-huh.
how do you not know that your daughter went?
Oh, you're well, no, because she left when she was 18. So I'm assuming she just went out on her own. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but don't you think? I mean, obviously, I don't know the relationship, but don't you think you'd mention like, "Hey, I'm looking for my biological parents. I found them."
Maybe not.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't know their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not like that.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, but go on.
Anyway, that's weird. So anyway, dude was like apparently madly in love with her, or some shit like that. That he said triumphs their biological relationship. So that didn't matter because like he's so in love with his daughter, which is weird. Anyway, that's very weird. And so one thing leads to another, and they have a baby. So now biological dad and biological daughter have a son now named Bennett, which was then turned over to what I see is their grandma, Steven's mom, who went to the wedding, right? So then Katie, right?
Okay.
So now they're out, they got arrested, everyone found out. The son is with their grandma. Katie, they're out on bond. So Katie moves back in with her adoptive parents, which I would assume no by now, right?
Okay.
I would think. And the dad, which is her dad / husband, gets upset and then goes on a murder-suicide, right? So he goes and he like finds her. I think he shoots her. I think he shoots her. Oh yeah. Shoots her, kills their son, and then kills himself. And I just think that's kind of weird. I don't really know how else to say other than he met his daughter, married her, had a child with her, and then when she moved away because she didn't want to have a relationship with him, he killed himself, his daughter, which is his wife, and his son
and
grandson. Grandson.
That's so weird.
Slash
what the heck?
Son. 2 in 1.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, technically.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. This was in 2018. This was 4 years ago. 5 years ago. Now, do you want to guess the states they were in?
Okay, I'm gonna get one clue.
You're gonna get one clue?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are the states northern are the states northern or southern?
From each other?
No, just like
Or from us?
I don't know, just in the whole country. Like, are they northern states or are they southern states?
One's southern, one's northern.
Oh man, I thought they'd both be like one or the other. Okay.
I think one's.
So
I think one's still southern.
So let's say they reunited in. It has to be a state that like nobody. Let's do South Dakota.
No.
Not even close?
No.
No? Okay.
You're in the wrong time zone, I'll tell you that.
Wrong time zone?
Yeah. So there's 4 time zones, you're in the wrong one. I'll give you that hint. If y'all want to guess too. First guess probably would have been never mind.
Are they from Oregon?
Oregon? No.
Reunited? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I thought that's where they reunited. So I think they got married in Mississippi.
You could think they got married in Mississippi?
Yeah.
They did not.
No? Damn, okay. So what is it?
It's North Carolina where they met. And then they got married in Maryland.
Dang.
So I just read the backstory of why she was put up for adoption.
I didn't think it was legal in Maryland. Well, I guess they had to apply it on.
That's where the president is. And anything goes in the White House. Right? Isn't it Maryland? No, it's not. DC, Washington, DC is not in Virginia. Well, one, it's its own territory or some shit.
Yeah, it's not.
But 2, it's not in Virginia. I thought it was in Maryland.
Dude, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a mathematician.
I'm not a marine biologist. So then I just
Haley's gonna say something. She's gonna call us stupid.
Whatever. It might be Virginia.
No.
Where is it?
Hold on.
What state is Washington, D.C.?
Well, because it's its own territory.
Yeah, it's its own territory.
It won't tell you.
Okay, so then where? Okay.
Here, let me.
You're taking too long.
What do you mean?
You're taking way too long.
Well, now I want you to guess. Wait, no, I'm right. It is Virginia. Haha. It is Virginia. It's like the border of...
Bordering the states of Maryland. We're both right.
Maryland and Virginia, yeah.
We're both right.
Okay.
So we're not...
We're not stupid.
Yeah, we're not stupid.
We just weren't sure.
We know. Anyway.
We're testing you guys.
Yeah, that's what it is. So the backstory on him is that actually Steven... which is the dad / husband, and what I mentioned earlier, his original wife, which was Alyssa, biological mom of Katie.
Okay.
So Steven and Alyssa, he met Alyssa, which was his original wife, over the internet. She's from San Antonio. Yeah, Alyssa's from San Antonio. She didn't do anything. This is his normal wife. She didn't do anything. But he was 20, she was 15, and it says that he groomed her. And then they began a sexual relationship. She ran away to New York with him. So I guess that's where he's from.
Yeah.
She got pregnant at 16, which then they gave birth to at 17 to what is Katie, originally named Denise. So Katie used to be Denise. But he would abuse her, I guess, the baby. I don't know when they gave her up. It doesn't say when they gave her up for adoption, like what age. But he would abuse her by hitting her, pinching her.
So they didn't give her up for adoption at birth. She was already kind of...
Yeah, I don't know how old. It doesn't say.
I imagine a couple.
Beat her, pinch her, and drown her.
What
This is a baby.
Yeah, it has to be enough so she doesn't remember
it's
that.
under
Like,
3 years old.
Yeah, it
'cause you
has
don't-
to be.
You don't remember it. You wouldn't remember that.
No. Unless
so
the
then-
trauma was so bad, you just kind of
Right.
forgot about it, you know?
So she put her for adoption because she didn't want her to have to put up with that living with her
Well,
abusive dad, which
Well-
would then later become her.
the mom is still in the wrong here.
Why is
Because
that?
why would you put the baby up for adoption rather than leave your husband and take your kid with you? Why would you
I
still
can
want
kinda,
to?
Well, I've heard some stories that they're just like so like afraid.
No,
Maybe-
I
he's so,
understand
like-
that, but like,
I mean, yeah, that would obviously be the better thing. But then maybe she was thinking like, well, he was older, right? And he like groomed her, which is a word they use.
Yeah.
So you're thinking in her state of mind, like, I'm his territory, maybe. You know, in like almost some borderline serial killer
I guess
type
but-
shit. But like he owns me. Like I can't just leave him. You know, this is my husband. And even though
Right.
I know he's wrong, I can't just leave him. you
Yeah,
know, whatever.
I guess her point of view.
And then she was 15 when they met, and so she's known nothing but him
Yeah.
for her life until like she was like 43 or something.
Dang.
Am I fucking stupid on that? Yeah, maybe like 43 or some shit like that. 40 when.
Dang. Yeah, no, that makes.
Oh
more
no,
sense.
even later, brother.
Poor wife, poor Katie, poor Katie's child.
2017. So 2017.
Dang, we had just
22.
graduated.
2017 is when they first got reported, like for all their incestual things. Oh no, they got arrested in January 2018, but they were like reported in looks like September, May, September. I don't know what took so long. Maybe they ran away. Well, it says they went to Maryland. I don't know, man. There's so many weird people out there. I don't understand that. We got people having sex with dead bodies. We got cult people, and we got fucking incestuous couples. And how do you fall in love with your dad? How do you fall in love with your daughter? I guess it can go both ways. I don't understand this.
That
That's beyond me. It's beyond me. That's some Game of Thrones type shit right there. I don't know.
So I have a quick little update on the.
On yours?
Yeah. So apparently this cult, Love as Wine, they
Love
have
as
a
Wine.
they have a YouTube channel.
Of course they do.
So they have a YouTube channel, and they have almost 2,000 subscribers. And
That's more than I would have liked them to have.
and a news article that I had read said that they have 2,700 videos. They had, but I'm looking at their channel right
They got
now.
taken down with.
And now they only have 39 videos, so maybe a lot of them got, YouTube's been on there.
Yeah, on their
Thing.
deletion grind.
Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of them got deleted or something, but now they have 39 videos. I don't think anything is super recent. Everything's from like 2 years ago, which makes sense because she died 2021.
That was like right
So-
after COVID,
Yeah.
or still during COVID.
So
When do you think, in your perspective, point of view, when do you
this is
think
weird.
COVID? Obviously, I'm not saying it's gone away, but like, at what point did you think like?
We're done with COVID.
Kind of like like right now I'm thinking again, I'm not saying it's gone, I'm saying like we can still get it, but I'm at a point where I'm comfortable, like I feel like I'm back to normal.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Well,
2019.
it basically is.
Yeah, like like we act, everything's open as if it is, right? But at what point did you start feeling that way?
Probably 2022. When I went on my trip to Wisconsin for work, because at that time going to Wisconsin, I was in a hurry, making sure I didn't forget anything, and I actually did forget something. I had forgotten the face mask because on flights it was
You still
it
needed
was
it.
required. It was federally required. But when I went, I was there at the airport, and I'm like, oh damn! And I asked the dude, I was waiting for the parking shuttle. I asked the guy like, hey man, sorry, random question, but do you happen to have an extra face mask? I left mine at home, and I'm obviously not gonna go back and get it. And I don't know if they'll let me into the airport or in the shuttle without it. And he's, oh no man, you don't need that. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought we did. I said, no, just recently. At that point, he had said, like, it was like last week or a couple of days ago.
Oh, very recent.
Yeah.
To you.
Yeah, to me at that point, that they weren't requiring it anymore on airplanes. And I'm like,
really?
That don't seem
That's
right.
suspicious.
And I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but this guy looked like
I know what you're saying.
The type that would...
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
We're not going to say it, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah. He looked like the type that would be saying that, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So obviously I wasn't going to call him a liar because I didn't know. So I started looking at my phone and I started seeing that, it wasn't required, whatever. You can still wear it if you wanted to, obviously. And then, but I was still kind of like,
Like on the fence, you're like,
I don't know. Because, a lot of y'all are still kind of nasty.
Musty as fuck.
Yeah, at that time, I still wanted to wear a mask.
Right.
Just because everyone was all, ugh, you know?
Yeah.
And so I got on the shuttle without a mask. Everything was fine. No one was wearing a mask. I'm like, I still feel gross. Everyone.
Because we got so accustomed to it.
Yeah. But during that time, I never got sick, which is like amazing. Sick with COVID or any other type of sickness. Because I was always at home or wearing a mask. Always washing my hands like crazier. And so, I don't know. To me, it was that time when I didn't have to wear a mask on the plane.
I can't even remember. I'm trying to picture when I worked. I know when I started with the school district, I was still wearing masks almost daily. And I think, let's see, 2021 I did for sure. I'm trying to think in 2022 when I stopped. Because I haven't done it this year, 2023.
I haven't worn a mask in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I want to say like probably like March, I feel, is a good rounding date. March 2022, I feel is when I stopped. But I remember, I would still sometimes wear it in the school district when I worked at the school district, but only when I went into some schools because there was still kids getting sick with it. And kids are pretty fucking gross.
Yeah.
But like when I went to like the store or like just to eat, I wasn't. But sometimes when I went to school, like a school to do something, I would wear it.
Yeah.
But that's about it. But now because of COVID, I feel like I've gotten more germ aware. I'm not a germaphobe. I'm not really a germaphobe.
But you can tell
I'll share my drink and stuff with people. Because I feel like germaphobes don't do that. So I like share my drink with you or like Steph or whatever. But when it comes to like I'm aware that, oh, you know what? I just touched that door handle or,
Let me wash my hands.
Yeah. Or like I've gone through the airport. I've touched things and my ticket and my bag and the thing and I'm about to eat, or even if I'm not about to eat, hand sanitizer or something.
Yeah, it's
like when I touch foreign things. Yeah, I've learned that people, which I mean,
because I see a lot of people who's like sneezing and coughing into their hand, and then they touch
and they
stuff.
don't do anything,
bro. And then they'll go touch stuff, and I've seen dudes go to the restroom
and not wash
their hands. They'll just like piss, or they'll come out of the stall. And they'll just leave right out. I'm like, bro, you're just touching your booty hole. You ain't gonna wash your hands.
Dude, that's just wild to me. Like, not even like a squirt of hand sanitizer. Something. Give me something, nasty. Dog.
Put your hand under the water. Give the illusion at least.
Trick me. At least
drown the germs. Try to drown them. Jeez, man.
Yeah, I've seen that. What gets me is when people sneeze in their hand and they don't do anything. Because like, even before COVID, that's just a gross feeling. Like your hand's all wet. You probably have a booger right there. Like, this is a gross feeling. Don't you just want to like, I don't know.
Just wipe it on your pant. You'll be all right. Just wipe it on whatever you touch next. Let the next person worry about
gross. That. Yeah, that's really gross. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, honestly. But yeah. Anyway, that was kind of off topic, but people are crazy. People are weird. This whole episode is just how people are weird and gross.
Yeah.
Really. Anyway, any more updates on your case?
Yeah, I'm looking at the YouTube thing. So if you actually look up Love Has Won, there's obviously the cult videos and stuff, things of them, their teachings, whatever. And then here's a body cam of the cops showing up to Miguel's house and finding the body. And
that's on YouTube?
Yeah, it's 3 minutes long. And I'm hovering over the thing so I can kind of just play without the noise, like the thumbnail, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm skimming through it. Place looks...
Viewer discretion advised. Don't watch.
I mean, you can if you want, but I mean...
You can look it up. What's it called? What's the name of the channel? What's the name of the channel?
Well, this one's called Guru Magazine.
Guru Magazine.
Yeah.
So it's from a third party.
Yeah, this is a third party.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of skimming through. I can show you right now after the thing, but
Well, if you want to look it up, look up Guru Magazine. What's the name of the code?
Love is
Love
One.
is One, right? Okay.
Yeah, so right now the cops are going to the back
Guru
room.
Magazine, Love is One. Find the body. I wonder what that body looks like. You think we can find pictures? Look on Reddit.
I think I'm looking at it right now.
You really?
I think.
All right. Well,
'Cause the
I'm
cops
gonna watch
are-
that right now after we
The
finish
cops
here.
are like shining light. I'm sure we can get like a close up, but right
Yeah.
now this is from a body cam.
Well, if you want to look at it, go right ahead. But
That's interesting.
we're probably gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Bit of a slower episode, but we're bouncing back.
Yeah.
We're hoping in the coming soonness to make some upgrades to the channel and the podcast, but we'll be
Yeah.
working on those. So if you see some changes,
Hopefully you like them.
hopefully you like it. If not, go fuck yourself. Just kidding.
Well, yeah, we'll see y'all next week, and
We'll catch you next time
Yeah.
and hope for the best. Y'all have a good one.